Well, good day, viewers, and welcome to the Sport Wrap Show. I'm your host, Brian Munango, updating you on the latest sports news. Well, before we do talk about anything else, you are most probably wondering who are the guys on the screen, and it's just to let you guys know that the Nedbank Desert Ice Challenge, that's also with Impact Cricket, their finals are scheduled to take place this weekend on Saturday and on Sunday with NTV bringing you the live broadcast, of course. So we'll be talking more about that and officially our team that has been chosen by Windhoek Beer for the Africa Cup that's taking place in Uganda are fine and on their way as we speak. So please do hang tight with us as we get right into the hit list. Well, AC Promotion star Flame Nangolo had a standout moment during his US training camp this week when he met global boxing icon Manny Pacquiao in Las Vegas. I'm sure you guys know that face and that man very well. Currently preparing for his upcoming fight against Nigeria's Riwan Lawal on the August the 16th at the Roman Catholic Church here in Windhoek, and he has been training at top-level boxing facilities in Las Vegas. His camp is focused on fine-tuning his technique, conditioning, and strategy ahead of the bout. So we all look forward to seeing how that goes. But the major highlight came outside the ring when the undefeated Namibian fighter crossed paths with Pacquiao, widely regarded as one of the greatest boxers to ever exist. We'll quickly have a look at that picture once again, just in case if you guys missed it, to see the man, the myth, and the legend himself, Pacquiao, in action. Huge congratulations to Special One for getting to get a picture with him. I think I would have enjoyed that moment as well. Moving on to our next story, exciting news for Namibian sports. For the first time ever, Namibia will be represented by youth MMA team under 18 at the International Mixed Martial Arts World Championship taking place in Al Ain, Abu Dhabi from the 20th to the 27th of July. So that competition is set to start right on the 20th and go through all the way to the 27th of July. 1 week to go, as you guys can see. Very exciting, a huge milestone for Namibia. This will be for the first time. These young warriors are ready to make history. Namibia's youth MMA athletes include Jordanes Hernandez, he's 17 years old, bantamweight at 68 kg, Wayland Biekes at 67 kg, Shange Kamui, 17-year-old, featherweight, 65 kg, Stefan Kuhn, who is a heavyweight, he will also be a part of that team, and coaching will be done by the experienced Carlos de Sousa. This talented team departs for the UAE on the 18th to take on the world stage. That is said to be very exciting. Staying with news and the youth, we also have Team Namibia that has officially touched down in Singapore for the World Aquatics Championship, with the events taking place at the stunning Sentosa beach venue from the 16th to the 20th of July. That competition is set to start today. Namibia's talented open water swimming team will compete across multiple events, representing Namibia with pride at the world stage. So I think it's going to be very exciting. Well, viewers, we'll go for a short break, and after the break, we'll be back with more news. Well, like I did mention earlier, the team is ready. The Africa Cup that's taking place in Uganda, the finals are scheduled for the 19th, which is on Saturday, and Namibia will be taking on the defending champions Zimbabwe. But Windhoek Beer made sure to send a crowd in support of the national team, and we do have Henny Geldenis catching up with one of the winners to just hear how excited they are to go all the way to Uganda. So please stay tuned as we get ready for Chasing the Cup.
Good day, sports wrap viewers. We very blessed today to be joined here by Irma Rist, one of the lucky winners that's supporting the Namibian team. Obviously, proudly brought to you by Windhoek Beer. We're here at the Hosea Kutako International Airport. We're on our way to Kampala, Rwanda. Vermar, how are you feeling?
No, very excited. It's thank you for the opportunity, and it's lovely to be here with a nice group of people. I think we're going to have a lot of fun, and hopefully the rugby doesn't disappoint either. So yeah. Good to be here.
Saturday or Sunday ultimately was a close call. I think Namibia, they were obviously the favourites to beat the team. So with that being in mind, then obviously they pulled it through. It was a tough game, but I think the Zimbabwe and Kenya game was even worse.
Yeah, no, I think we had a good draw facing Algeria in the semis, and I think Kenya and Zimbabwe taking each other on the other semi, they're gonna tire each other out. So hopefully the finals will go a bit smoother, but we have all the faith in the boys to pull it through for us.
Yeah. No, Jock Berger and the team is practicing hard. They're very excited. Obviously, we've got a huge fan base that's going down. A total of 13 people supporting the Namibia Velviches. And I think Bessel and Pedri and Jock and them can't wait to see us. But I mean, it's a fantastic opportunity. Uganda is a fantastic place, more so Kampala. So for the team of us, we'll be exploring the scenery and checking out everything what's going on. And then obviously fueling up with enough Windhoek lager or Windhoek draft to keep us sorted for the main fixture on Saturday.
Yeah, I must be hydrated. It's only equator, so it's hot there.
So Herman, in your professional career, you obviously were part of the. Have you ever been in the Africa Cup tournament playing?
Not in the Africa Cup. I was part of the Super Sport Cup back then. But yeah, always a good experience, especially when you're traveling and touring. It's always big excitement, and the guys really love it. So yeah. All the best to the guys.
But I mean, for us, it's very important to win this fixture because the next step, should you not win on Saturday, is a lot tougher than what we are anticipating. Yeah. So obviously, get it done now.
Yeah. Get it out of the way.
Hard work, get it out the way, come back, reshape, reform, and then obviously take on the World Cup in 2027.
Absolutely. And me and my wife already made plans to go and watch the World Cup. So the guys should not disappoint this time around.
No, this time around we'll pull it through, and then obviously heading to Australia should we qualify, and then the big thing is chasing that W.
Yeah, absolutely. We need that one in the bag.
So Sports Wrap viewers, stay tuned. Follow us on social media, Windhoek Beer at Sports Wrap, and then follow our journey and check where we are next.
Well, viewers, one thing I can certainly say is I am very slightly jealous because imagine a big shout out to Windhoek Beer to sending out these guys all the way to Uganda to help support the boys, back the boykies, bring the gears that the national team needs to try and qualify for the World Cup 2027 in Australia. So I hope it all goes well. I hope they bring the energy that the boys need to get us over the line. Okay, well, moving on to our next story. We all do know that the Region 5 Youth Games have concluded, but we did catch up with the representatives of the AUAC Region 5 Youth Games, Hamutuma, and also the CEO of AUAC Region 5, Stanley Mutoya, to just give us more information on what we can expect after this. Dr. Hamutuma gave us more information on what to look forward to and what's next. There's clearly a lot of sports that's still to happen, and we all know that the Youth Olympic Games are happening in in Senegal, Africa, for the first time in Africa. These youth games have never happened in Africa before, and Senegal will be hosting them for the first time. So let's get to hear what Hamutuma has to say about this.
Okay, dokter, ons het nou so 'n bietjie gesels oor die youth games wat nou plaasvind. Ja. Maar vir ons kykers wat nie weet nie, volgende jaar gebeur iets baie groot hier in Afrika. And that is the Youth Olympics that's taking place for the first time in Africa, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that and how Namibia is preparing for that and just where it's going to happen and when?
So the Youth Olympic Games will be in Dakar in Senegal next year, and these are youth games that usually that allow athletes that are around the age of 18 to participate in these games. So it's the first time that Africa is hosting the Youth Olympic Games. So we are very excited. First, as the members of the Olympic family, we are very, very excited.
I can imagine.
And secondly is that these youth games, the African youth games, the Region 5 youth games that we are having, are stepping stones towards those games. Because after these games, we are going to have what we call the school games in Algeria. Namibia will participate, we'll send a team there.
Okay.
And then that will be at the end of this month. So Namibia will take almost close to 60 athletes and officials that are going to go to Algeria. And then out of that team, we'll then have we'll send the same team that will go to the African Youth Games in Angola in December. And some of these competition are qualifier for the Dakar Games. So Dakar will be next year I think it's in July, August. And Namibia is ready. You know, we are ready to put together our team. As we speak now, if you look at some of the results that we are getting in the Region 5 Youth Games, you can see that we are dominating. I mean, South Africa and Namibia, we are dominating in the swimming competitions. We are dominating in parasport. We are also doing very well now. I saw the good result. Namibia is in the semi-final for the netball team.
Wow.
Our football team is also doing very well. So gymnastic will also feature into the Youth Olympic Games. Cycling, we are doing very well. So overall, we have a team. You know, we have a team that we think we will be able to fill for Senegal next year.
A team that will be able to hold high the Namibian flag.
Yes.
Well, it's actually something to be very proud of. You know, go Team Namibia. Let me just put this to the side.
Exactly. You know, Team Namibia, you know, we are from the land of the brave. We go all out, and then that's why, see, the trick here is we need to learn how to prepare on time.
Yes.
So the formula is we must identify them quickly, train them sufficiently, and deliver them into competition.
Exactly.
Now, delivering to competition means the following: give them the right dietitian, right nutrition, physiotherapy, psychology, manage and coach.
You need to be mentally and emotionally prepared as well, because the pressure is on. Everyone's watching you from home. So you're right. You need to prepare the players not just physically, but mentally and emotionally as well.
Exactly. So one day I had a conversation with Frankie Fredericks. So he says, okay, so when they are 8 in the 100-meter final, so what differentiate the winner and those that will not make it? It's just your mental fitness.
Yes.
You are all in the final. So we now need to learn how to prepare our athletes mentally. So the era of where it's just casual and you run, train, but we don't work on your mind. It can work. So we are very excited that we are building up a forceful team that hopefully will deliver result in Senegal.
Oh no, we believe and we have faith that Namibia will definitely come back champions, because you know the whole country will back them, because this is big.
Exactly.
You know, like this, we have a team going again in December. Then next year, it's going to be a busy year for athletes all over Namibia. I wish I could join them.
No, you can come. You know, you can come.
Is this
for
your
sure.
personal invite? Can I join? Can I hop on the plane?
I must just buy big suitcase.
Yeah, I can.
And then make sure that all your clothes are in there. Then we go to Senegal. But first now, we finish this competition. Then we go to Algeria. Then we go to Angola. Then we go to Senegal. So it's a lineup of exciting fireworks that's going to happen.
You know, the adrenaline is already rushing for me.
Fireworks.
Maybe Khoikhula can just jump on the plane with them and just go with them everywhere they go. Especially next year. But how is our soup looking?
No, the soup looks very nice, you know.
One thing I can say is the food looked very delicious being prepared there by Dr. Mutumwa and Patricia. Well, viewers, from another representative's perspective, we did get a few words from the CEO himself of the AUSC Region 5 Youth Games, and that's Stanley Mutoya. He just spoke at the appreciation event that was hosted here in Windhoek at Avani and spoke to the journalists and said journalists are very powerful and they are the ones that always get the message out. So let's work together and not work against each other. Let's work to make something big of what we do have and not to break each other down. So in his own words, let's quickly listen to what he had to say.
It depends on whose hands are holding the pencil for it to write. If you put a pencil there, no matter how sharpened it is, how beautiful it is, it won't write. It has to be held in a hand. And it depends on in whose hands the pencil is. And that night I shared a joke when I said, if I proposed my wife by writing a letter, thank God I didn't, I would not be married right now because my handwriting is horrible. So it depends in whose hands the pencil is. To whom do you pay allegiance? You are Namibians. Even as you speak about things, blind spots, like Jackie was saying, the blind spot must be brought out in a manner that builds, because your country holds you accountable. We're not saying you don't point out, we're not saying don't point out where we have flowed, but we're saying let it be a point of saying this can improve and doesn't destroy the young people that are out there. And the last thing I said to them, lesson number 5 out of the pencil, was every pencil, okay, let me not say every pencil. Most pencils have got a rubber at the end. But there are some that don't have. I don't call them genuine pencils. Every pencil should have a rubber at the end. It means sometimes we make mistakes and we need to erase and start all over again. That's what a pencil is. I've sat in a studio at some point. I've been in Obi-Wan before, and one of my worst experience was, and I was laughing in one of the meetings, and people said, "Please don't press delete before you check." And I pressed delete at some point, and we didn't have cloud at the time, and we lost content. Can you imagine? But yes, it happens sometimes. But the rubber is there to erase the mistakes we've made and start all over again. That to me was profound. You are the people that describe an elephant to a blind man and help them to draw it. Can you imagine the power that you have? This man has never seen, or this person has never seen an elephant, but you're describing to them and they're able to draw it. That's the power that you have as a media. And for that, I want to say thank you for what you have done. From the deepest place of appreciation, thank you for being our partners. Thank you for being our storytellers. Thank you for being our bridge to the nation and to the region. Like we always say, we are the living home of innovation and excellence. We don't follow standards. We set them. And you have helped to set those standards. And for that, I salute all of you. Say thank you. Thank you so much. Together we are unstoppable. Aspire to inspire before you expire. Thank you very much.
Use the influence to build and not to break each other down. That's a very powerful message, viewers. Okay, so for now, we'll be going for another short break. And right after the break, we will be joined by Moses Shidolo, a midfielder in Namibian football, has played for the national team as well. And he tells us more about his story of how he got to play in Botswana and represent the national team, and also becoming a captain on foreign soil. So stay tuned for that.
I went there, and it's the chairman actually that texted me. I went there, used my own money
To go to
to
Botswana?
go to Botswana.
Okay.
Traveled from Windhoek to Gababas, and from Gababas to the border. I used my own money again till in Botswana.
Okay.
I arrived there like 6 in the morning, bro. I didn't know where to go. I don't know anything. So I had to get someone's phone that works at the service station just to call the person to come get me.
Yeah, from the guys from Atebele.
Yeah, they came and
Ah,
train on gravel pitches. But here, you know, we train on grass. And
yeah,
what can you do? You
you have to settle it.
settle in, sacrifice. And then I met the coach, a wonderful person. He took me in, spoke to me a couple of times, sat down, we spoke. And then he was like, I'm planning on making you the captain. Are you up for it? And then I was like,
Ah,
for sure, I'm a leader. I was
So-
leading Chula Chula without an armband.
so why not?
Why not? And I was like, yeah, tomorrow we will announce. Tomorrow came, didn't announce. I was like, maybe this guy doesn't want.
Yeah.
See, I go home, I think also, but maybe coach doesn't want. He just told me to make me feel good.
Which I.
It came, they announced. Officially, I was the captain on paper also.
Okay.
Didn't come with money or nothing. It's just like that. And I just accepted it because also for me, it's a privilege,
Yeah, it's a privilege to.
be a captain in a foreign country. You see,
Ah,
I was happy.
how did the players take that take that? I mean, this guy just came in now. He's the captain, so I'm sure there was in jail somewhere.
Yo, bruh, the tension was big.
Aye.
Yo, in training already, those guys don't want to be on my side. When coach picked two teams, they don't want to be on my side. They want to be against me. They want to play against me.
Yeah, because
Whenever
how
you
they
get the
captain?
ball, they just there on you. But I'm not a person that talks a lot when it comes to training. You know.
Yeah,
I just train. They tackle me. I don't complain. It's fine. It's all good.
we play the game.
We go forward. Then Jay was high. The first game we won. The second game, and then I went to the national team.
Yeah.
I came back the second game. We lost 4-1. And then there was like, yeah, you think you are Messi, you must go. It started early. You must just go back to Namibia. This is not Namibia. I was like, yo. But I just kept my cool. I didn't answer back.
Okay.
Fine. Story moved on. After the fourth game, I mean, those guys were coming.
Yeah.
My friend, we need you now. You have to play, my friend.
Things have changed now.
Then I told them, look, I'm not here to come and do you guys favors.
Yeah.
I'm here to work. Now, in the beginning, you guys were against me, but now you
guys
need
want to
me.
know, yeah.
So I'm the captain. No need for you guys to tell me anything. I will just do me and keep doing me. I will help you stay in the league, not getting relegated.
Yeah.
It's how it went, my friend. We went number 9, almost close to top 8. We reached the semi-finals of a cup. In my room, I wrote a lot of things I wanted to achieve this season.
Okay.
5 man of the match performances. I didn't manage it. I got 3 or 2, I think.
I think 3 or 2, maybe 3.
7 goals. I got 5.
Okay.
Assists 7. I got 6.
Okay.
So it was just close.
Close.
But and then the top 8. I wrote top 8 also. So I didn't manage top 8.
And you guys finished 9.
We finished far.
Okay.
We lapsed because of player management. It wasn't, there were financial problems, so we couldn't get ice baths, recovery things. So
Yeah, stuff like that.
it was difficult for the other players. I will buy my own things like I usually do.
Yeah.
So for me it was good. I will recover. But then also it's a human body. We play Saturdays, Wednesday, and then Sunday we play. So we'll get tired.
Yeah, the recovery, there is not a lot of time, eh?
You don't get to recover. If you had ice baths like the big teams, yeah, it's better. But our team struggled a lot. The chairman tried his best, but yeah, we tried. We ended up 11th. Semi-finals, we lost 2-1 against Tshwane Galaxy, which I scored also. First goal, I was the one who scored.
Got the goal in the match, yeah.
And then we lost 2-1. So it's football, man.
Okay.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news and starting off with soccer news first from the English Premier League. Lots of clubs trying to sign new players before the new season starts in the English Premier League in August. Liverpool and Newcastle in the news. It is Liverpool that's trying to sign a new central striker, and they are trying to sign the Newcastle player Alexander Isak. That might be quite expensive. There's talks it might be as expensive expensive as 130 million euro. But Newcastle at the moment saying that Isak is not for sale. Newcastle on their hand as well trying to bid for Hugo Ekitike, and he's from France, and that is for 70 million euro. And he is currently playing for Eintracht Frankfurt, but the first offer from Newcastle have been turned down. Also, West Ham United has confirmed that they signed El Hadjed Malik. He's a Senegal international player, and he will come over from Slavia Prague for a 2-year deal. On to cycling news from the Tour de France. It was a rest day on Tuesday. Wednesday will see stage 11, and that will be a circle route. That will be in Toulouse, starting and finishing in Toulouse, over 156 kilometers. What's happening at the moment is that the defending champion Tadej Pogačar, he's in second position overall, 20 seconds behind Ben Healy of Ireland. Ben Healy leading on a combined time of 37 hours, 41 minutes and 49 seconds. That's after 10 stages. And it is also Remco Evenepoel in third position, 1 minute and 29 seconds behind him. And also Jonas Vingegaard, 1 minute and 46 seconds behind the leaders. So big names behind Ben Healy at the moment. That is Tour de France happening in France. Closing off today's international sports news with tennis news. After Wimbledon was completed, the new world rankings out, and there's some movement in the women's side in the top 10. It is the winner of the Wimbledon title. It is Iga Swiatek. She is now up to number 3 in the world again. She was number 4 before the tournament. She goes up 1 position, and then the biggest mover there was Amanda Anisimova. She lost in the final against Iga Swiatek, but she's up 5 positions, and she's now up to number 7 in the world rankings. Number 1 in the women's side of the draw of world tennis is still Aryna Sabalenka. Number 2 is Coco Gauff. And then on the men's side of the draw, it is number 1, Jannik Sinner. He won Wimbledon this year, so he confirmed his number 1 ranking in the world. And the player that he played against in the final, Carlos Alcaraz, is number 2 in the world rankings still after Wimbledon. Now, that's international sports news for today. Hope you have a great sport day. We talk international sport again tomorrow. Goodbye.